So let's see how we can import any external 3D model inside Unreal Engine. And also in the same lesson, we will learn how we can import meshes, assets, textures from Epic Games Marketplace and Quixel Bridge Marketplace. So first, let's see how we can import any external locally available 3D model. So first of all, we will go to the content content drawer, and inside the content drawer we will go to our content folder. Now I have here meshes, so what I can do, I can further organize it. How? I will go to the meshes, I will right click it here and make a new folder and call this folder simple shapes, simple underscore shapes. I will take all these and move them here, and then I will make here another folder, and let's say we are going to import a car model. So I will just write it here, right here, car. So I will go inside the car model. Okay, so I will right click it here. Now this first option is basically the option to import any asset to your Unreal Engine. So I will click on here, and then I will select my file. This is the FBX file, and I will select it. I will press open. It will give me this option here. Basically, I just have to press import all, or if you want to dig deep inside, you can go to these options. Suppose I don't want to create a material, so I can uncheck the material option, create no material. I don't want to, do not create, I can choose do not create new material, but I will keep it create new material, so that if I want to change, if I want to create a material, I can easily edit here and apply my own materials on the created ones. So I will keep it create new materials. And once we will move to the material exercise, we will learn how we can work with the materials. So I'll just quickly press import all here. It will start importing, and it have imported the files. I can just ignore this message. You can press clear and close it. Go back to content, and you can see your car has been imported here with all the materials. Okay, so I just have to drag it and paste it wherever I want my car, like suppose here, and here is my car actually. Okay, and I can move the car wherever I want. Okay, now one thing is that you can see its anchor point, or you can say its gizmo is basically here, and I don't want it to be here. I want it to be on the center of the car. So what I can do here is that I can press Alt on my keyboard if you're using PC, and Option on my keyboard if you're using Mac. Okay, and then use your middle mouse button, and it will allow you to move this. Once this is moved, make sure you move it to the correct position. Okay, look at it from all the sides, or otherwise you can go to the orthographic viewport for the easy like setup. Okay, but now issue is that if once I'm more like satisfied with it, if I click somewhere else, like suppose if I click it here and go back to my car, it will reset to where it was before. So what you need to do is that you have to once you move your gizmo with the Alt or Option and middle mouse button, and once you are like satisfied with the position, so once you are satisfied and you have applied it, what you can do is that you can right click it here, and you can go to your pivot option and set as pivot offset. Now this will be set as a default pivot. So if I click on some other object and back here, so you will notice that it will not move. Okay, let's import some other external model. So what we will do is that we will go back to the meshes here. We'll create a new folder, and inside the meshes folder, and we will call this perfume can, because we are going to import a perfume can here. Now sometimes what happens is that your object inside any other external 3D software like in Maya or 3D Studio Max or Adobe Substance 3D Modeler, they are created in different uh, elements. Like they are not as a one grouped object, just like the car. It's suppose because the car is like basically made out of different like elements, but they are joined together, they are grouped together. What if you don't have that? What if your object is separated? Let's see how we can import that kind of an object. So let's go inside the perfume can folder that we created, right click, import. Okay, then we will go to our folder here where we have the can. Okay, here's we have the can. I will open it up, import all. Okay, close this. If I will go back here, you will see that here I have the material, but you can see all my perfume can is basically divided into different parts. Like this is the body. Suppose if I will put the body here, let's focus, zoom on it. Okay, here is the body. Okay, and then suppose if I want to put the can here, I will just put the can. Okay, and then the frame of it. So now it will take a few, you know, more like a snapping here to join them together. Okay, because I'm using the snap. Suppose if the snapping is not on, let's move them apart. Okay, and if I'm joining it together, so it will take me forever to put this. Okay, now what is the right way of uh, importing this kind of an like 3D mesh, which is made out of different components? So basically what you do is that, let's delete this here. Importing will be done as it is, just like the way you did it now. However, to put it on the screen, you have to select all the items, like all of them, okay, with the help of Shift key. And then once they all are selected, then you can drag and drop them. And once you do that, you will notice that everything is now joined together. Like let's turn off the snapping here. If I move it up, you can see that everything is joined perfectly together. So this is how you can bring it on the screen, by selecting all of it. Okay, so this is one way of doing this. And then one more thing you can do is that you can make them as a group. Like these are all my perfume items. I can select them all, press Ctrl G or right click and make it as a group. Okay, so the shortcut is Ctrl G, or you can right click on them and then create a group. Okay, and then you can rename the group by clicking here. Okay, so you have to just click on the name. Okay, and then you will be able to rename it. It's quite tricky. What you do is that you just click once to select it, then the second time if you click on it, it will allow you to rename it, but it's take a little time to do that. Okay, little practice you need to do it, because if you right click on it, it doesn't give you a rename option. The only way you do it here is just click on it and it will help you to rename it. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it's not allowing me to do that, but actually it is. You can try on your computer. It takes a little practice to rename it. Okay, but this is how it is done. You just click on it and then you can rename it. Okay, now I will undo this. I don't want this to be inside a group. Okay, so what else I can do here is that, let's undo this. You can right click always. You can always right click on it and you can ungroup it. Okay, you can right click and then you can go to group and you can ungroup it as well. So what else I can do is that I can take any part, okay, suppose the body of the can, as a parent, and then I can drag all of the rest of the items inside the parent. Like if I drag it inside it, this will become like a parent and other objects will be inside. So I will take all of them and drag it inside the can. just like this. Now I can close the can, and wherever I will take the can, the body will go with it. Okay, so this is one other way of doing this. So you can see that how things are actually working here. Okay, and okay, so just I clicked it, and now I'm lucky enough to rename it with bottle. So it takes little practice. You just have to click and then click again, and then you will be able to rename it. It takes a little time to do that. Like, okay, like little practice to do that, sorry. So this is how we can import any external 3D models which are locally available. So now let's see how we can import any asset from Unreal Marketplace or Quixel Bridge. Unreal Marketplace is an online store where game developers can find and download various assets such as 3D models, textures, animations, sound effects, and other resources to use in their Unreal Engine projects. Also, we can download them for cinematics and animation. Apart from the Unreal Marketplace, we also have Quixel Bridge. Okay, and both you can get from here, from the quickly add to the project option. Here is the Unreal Marketplace, and here is the Quixel Bridge. Now, Quixel Bridge is a tool that allows game developers or cinematic animators to browse and download high quality 3D assets from the Megascan library, which includes a vast collection of textures, materials, and 3D models. These assets can be imported into Unreal Engine using this Quixel Bridge tool. But first, let's see what is the Unreal Engine Marketplace. So I will click on this one. And you can see it is loading. It is loaded basically now. So here we have in the marketplace, we have the whole bunch of items. Let's click on the marketplace here. And for both, for Unreal Marketplace and Quixel Bridge, you have to have a account and you have to be signed in order to download them. So in the marketplace, we have here browse categories, we have industry, we have free items here. We have search engine here as well. So we can download any model or buy any model from here, and we can import inside our Unreal Engine. Okay, like suppose I want to download something as a, you can say furniture item. So I can type here furniture. So I will get the furnitures here. Now I want free stuff. I don't want to pay. So what I can do in this filter result, I can choose free. So when I click on free, it will show me everything free. Now, some of them I already have it, like it says free furniture pack next level 3D is already, I have it, I have owned it. Okay, some of them they are not owned. I can download them. To download, what you simply need to do is that you have to go to your items, like suppose here, the one that you want, and then you click on free. And when you click on free, it will open up another window which will show you to add, like it will show you an option to add to a project. Now you can click on add to a project and click on show all project. It will show you all the projects that you have it. Some of the projects are grayed out. That means they are using different version of Unreal Engine, which is different than the one in which this project was created. So don't worry. Suppose if you're using a new one, like our current project is this, which we have made it in 5.1.1. So if I click on it, it says assets not compatible with version 5.1. Please select closest alternative version. So what I can do is that I can just go here and choose the latest version right now in this list, which is this one. And I can press add to project. When I click on add to project, it will start downloading it, and you can see that it is quite big. It is 2.6, which will take a lot of time to download. And then once it is downloaded, it will be added inside the Unreal Engine. It will make a like a folder somewhere here. Okay, and in that folder, I will have all this like material. So for now, I will just cross this. I don't want this at this point. Okay, now what if you have already downloaded and you have changed your computer and you want your already downloaded or bought material? So what, or like bought items, assets. So what you can do is that you can go to the library, and the library you will see here you have a vault. Vault is where your objects are downloaded. So you can change your vault by going to the settings. Means like if I don't want to save it in the C drive and I want to save my C drive, I can save it in the D drive. So you can always change the vault by going to the settings option, and then you can go to the edit vault cache location, and you can see that I have my the cache location set to D drive rather than the C drive. Okay, so I can go back here, and now you can see they all are here. Okay, and I have them in my library. I can uh, add to my project and all, so like if I want to. So that's here. And other than that, in the marketplace, it's not only about the assets, it's also, you can also download some effects. Like suppose if I want some water effect here, water particles, or like a realistic water effect. So I can go here and I can buy it, or I can search for it. Uh, like you can say a free version. Okay. So if I search for it, I can go to the free version here, and then I have this is a free version, this is a free version, so you can download them. Okay, and then other than that, we have some effects here which are some free effects. Like this is a free effect, I can have this, or I can type here for example fire. If I will type here fire, I have some fire effects here. Most of them are not free, but this is new one. Okay, I can go in the free options so that I can get some free. These are some free ones. This is I previously owned, so I can get this one as well. So this is how you can get from the Epic Games. Quite big, takes time, a little time to download. So I will close this one. Now, what if we want to bring our objects from the Quixel bridge? So same way you can do it. You can just go to the Quixel bridge here, and then inside the Quixel bridge, you have to make sure you are signed in, and you can use your Epic Games account to sign in both marketplaces, Unreal Marketplace and here. Here I'm already signed in. So what it is giving me is the home options here. I can search for 3D assets, different kind of 3D assets. Okay, I have they are very nicely organized. Suppose I want something which is related to street, I can go here. I want something related to street, but I want them to be barriers. I can go in the barriers and have different barriers. Now these are all scanned from real life. They are mega scans, and they are scanned from real life. So if I click on here to download this, I have some options here: medium quality, a low quality, medium quality, high quality, and nanites. Nanites is the highest quality, and it's a new technology that Unreal Engine is using. What it does is that it shifts from high quality to low quality automatically whenever it requires. So if you have a good space, if your computer is really good, you have good specs, so you can choose the nanite. Okay, and then you can click on download button here. It will start downloading this items. Okay, and then there are some options here. If you click on it, it will show you some options. Okay, that this material is about. So I don't want to go inside the details of this. So let's see when it downloads. Now you can see it is downloaded, and once it is downloaded, you can add it to your Unreal Engine by clicking this add button. So you can click on it and it will add to your project. What you can also do is that you can download all the items that you want, and then at the end you can go to your like a local drive here. Okay, that this local option here, and inside the local you will get all the items, and then you can add from here by clicking this button. So you have to choose two choices: either add it on the go or from here as well. Okay, apart from assets, we do also have inside Quixel Bridge plans. We can add different sort of plans, and we will learn more about these plans in our landscape exercises. We have different sort of plans here. Other than plants, we have surfaces. Surfaces are basically like already made materials. You just have to drag and drop on the items. For example, if I go inside the surface here and type here metal, okay, so it will give me different sort of a metal material here, okay. Or if I type here, let's cross this one and type here stone, it will give us a little stone, like sort of materials. So let's choose historical stone material, in, like Middle Eastern style, and this one, old fort, and we will apply this on the stairs. So I will just click, I will choose the quality here. So highest quality, I will choose it. I will click on downloading. So it's now download, and now you can see it's downloading. And now you can see it is downloaded. I can add it to my Unreal Engine by clicking here. Okay, and apart from surfaces also, what do we have here as well as some decals. Now, what are the decals basically? Decals are, you can say, kind of stickers, and you can apply these wherever you want on your in your in the Unreal Engine project. So let's try some debris here, and we can see what kind we have here. We have here paper, so let's check with the papers. So we have some dirty paper piled up. Okay, so we can use this, and we can download this. And once it's downloaded, we will add it. Done. So now I will add it by clicking here. And then what else we can do is that we can go do some other decals here, like suppose graffiti. So I can choose a graffiti which we can put on the stairs. Okay, something like this. So we can download this one. Once it is downloaded, I will just press add. It will be added in my project. Okay. Now, apart from the decals, we do have imperfections here. Imperfections are basically roughness maps, for different kind of like imperfection effects. Like suppose if you want to show a fingerprint imperfection effect, okay. So this is how it will look like, and you can see that you can put this on like as a reference map on a glass, okay, or any other item. So these are basically roughness maps, and you can see there are wipe marks. So we will use these once we will move to our materials exercises. So they are really good. For your own ease, Quixel Bridge has already made a collection as like all these items as a collection here. So you have environmental collections, historical, urban styles. So you can download everything as a collection, and you can put them in your content drawer collections. Apart from that, you have here essential collections, you have tutorial collections, you have different other stuff here. Okay, like you have goddess temple, then you will have all these things that are used in the goddess temple here. Okay. And then we have here in our Quixel Bridge also we do have meta humans. Now meta humans, when we will move to the meta human class, it is basically like AI generated human animated humans which you can customize and use it inside your project. Also, you will see that these are like easily editable. Okay, so once we will move to the Unreal Engine, we will see how we can do that. I have created some of my own meta humans here, as you can see. So you can make them look like human or like cartoons, as these two are. Apart from that, we have here favorite folder, you can put everything which is filled like for your favorite. Local is whatever you have downloaded. So these already we have downloaded. So let's see what do we have here now. So let's close this one, this the tab from there. And let's see here. Now we have here Megascans. Now, once you have the Megascans, what you can do is that let's create a like a new filter here for material. Okay, I can click on the material, close the material here, so that we can access the like materials or meshes as well. So let's turn on the static mesh and click on the Megascans. Now, once you will we click on the Megascan, you will see the only mesh that we imported, asset we imported was this bed here. So I will drag and drop it here wherever I want, and you can see that it's quite realistic. Okay, so I can press move it a little bit down if you want, or keep it as this. And this is quite good. Okay, and it's nanite, so it's the highest quality. And as my computer that, well, like what I'm using, I'm not facing any issue. Okay, because the computer I'm using is basically our like AMD Threadripper 24 cores. The GPU I'm using is basically ASUS 3090 RTX overclock version, and my RAM is 128 GB. So it's quite fast, so I don't have any issues lagging or loading issues here. Apart from here, we also downloaded few textures. Okay, so if I turn on the textures, no, we didn't download textures. I think material, yeah. So if I will go to, yeah, textures, I think, yeah, we did. So if I go here, yeah. So the textures, these are the textures. Basically, I'm not going to use the texture directly. So I will go to the material here. Okay, and basically what you can do is that material is not showing because it's surfaces and it's different than materials. So if I will go to the surfaces, go inside here, here is my like surface. Simply what I can do is that I can zoom out a little bit, take the surface, drag and drop it on my like on my stairs. But here you can see it's kind of looks very tiled. Okay, to avoid that, what you can do, you can go to this material here, double click on it, and you will see that it's loaded. I can pull it down and put this here so that I don't have any issues. I can go inside the tiling option here, turn on the tiling, and I can increase or decrease the tiling here. So maybe let's make it 0.3 or something like that. And if I go here, so you can see that the tiling is getting a little bit better. Okay. But basically for the whole stairways, it's not a good material. So let's keep it 1, because no matter what I will do, it will show me the text, like the tiling here. Okay. So don't worry about that. What we have here is different like metallic settings of like roughness settings. Like it do have subsurface like shaders, but I will not turn it on. Okay, so there's more like different other settings. So it would be better to apply it on anything like a small material. So instead of applying it on my stairs, what I can do is that I can just simply apply it on this box, which is a quite smaller item. Okay, and this will look good. Okay, so it doesn't look that bad on the box itself. So what else I can do here is that if I go back here, I have here normal. I can increase the strength of the normal. So maybe if I will increase it more, it will get more bumpier, more like the height map will be more prominent, will become more prominent here. So that's what I can do here. Okay, and some other stuff I can turn on from here, and it totally is up to you how you want to like change like the settings here. Now apart from that, what else we got here is the decals. I have here dirty paper. Okay. Now how to apply it? Just you like put it on the floor, and here it is, dirty paper. Now it's quite big, so I can reduce the size of it by going to my scaling option. Let's turn off the snapping of this scaling option. And make it. Now I can move it under this this box. If I move it up, you can see it is applying on the box. So basically, what it is doing is that wherever it goes, okay, suppose if I go here, move this here, it is like whatever it is overlapping it like this decal, it is applying the like the decal on that overlapping object, like suppose on the box as well and on this barrier as well. But what if I don't want to apply it on the barrier on the box? I want to apply it on the ground itself. So what I can do, I can go to the box here, type here in the details, I can type here decals. And once I type here decals, you can see that there is a receive decals option. I will uncheck it, and now the decal will not be applied on the box itself. Same thing I will do with this barrier. I will go here, search for the decal, DEC. You can see the barrier is selected. Again, I will uncheck this, so the barrier will not be applied on that. So this is how you can apply these decals. Okay. Now, what else do we have here? Now, if I want to go inside the gaming mode, like suppose if I click it here, okay, and then I have here the game view. So if I click on the game view or press G on my keyboard, I will not see these icons. Okay, like if I'm outside the gaming mode, I can see these icons, which are basically like the symbol for the decals and lights and other stuff. So if I press G, I will go in the gaming mode. I won't be able to see that. Okay. So, but let's press G to come out of the mode for now. Later on, we can press again. So now we have another decal, which is the graffiti here. If we will go to the graffiti here, there is a graffiti one. But for that, what I will do is that I will duplicate my this box here. I'll press Alt on my keyboard if I'm using PC, or Command on my keyboard if I'm using Mac. And then while pressing the Alt key or Command key, I will move it here. And you can see a copy is created. But now this copy, what I can do is that you can see here as well, I have this copy. Let's close this one. And then on this one, I can put receive decals, so that on this, I can at least apply the decals, because this is without the decals. I cannot apply the decals on here. I will take my graffiti decal and drag over here, but you can see that it's quite big. So first thing what I need to do is that to resize it. To resize, you can see here there is a decal resize option here. Also, you will note you can resize from the scaling tool, okay, by pressing R on your keyboard or going here. You can also scale it up. But what I prefer is to do to scale from here. So it will be more easier. So I can scale it up as much I want. Once this is done, you can see here there is a sort order here. What it do is that it kind of sorts it out, but I don't want to change this one. Fade screen size, I can fade the screen size as well. Fade start, fade like duration, and all those like kind of things. But I don't want to change any one of these. I just want to resize them. And once they're resized, what I can do is that I can make sure the snapping is on for the rotation. I can like rotate it in this direction plus in this direction here. And if you will notice, this arrow shows you the direction of your decal basically. So I can put this here. Also, I can scale this down. And I have the decal on my screen here. Now you can like fade it, or you can reduce its opacity or anything from here. This thing is, I think, for the animation or the gaming stuff, but this is how actually it usually it works here. Okay, so I have my decal on here on the wall. I can push it a little bit to fade it. Okay, just like this. So you can move it in or out. So if you move it out, it will be more prominent, visible. If you move it a little bit in, you can see that it's getting little fadier, or it's kind of getting more transparent here. So this is how we can import external 3D models that are locally available. And also, I hope you have understood how we can get some Unreal Engine marketplace items, or the Quixel Bridge marketplace items.
If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do it now and don't forget to hit the bell icon. By the way, I have noticed that many of you are watching my videos without subscribing. So let's change that. Subscribe to my channel and be the part of the interactive community. Now, here's something really important I want to talk about. Please do not download my videos, just watch them online. When you download them, it messes up my watch time hours, and that's a bummer. I want to keep creating awesome videos, but it's demotivating when I lose out on those stats. Thanks a bunch for your support. You guys rock. Catch you all in the next video.